In scoring the oral test 11, the student had to read this passage above loud. All the word errors that the student made were underlined and their responses were written on top. For example, picnic, they got wrong. So they said this word as picket. And the next word is went. They pronounced that word as when. So they got two word errors. And that with the scale, these two errors with the number of word recognition error scale reveal that the student is at their instructional level. This means that they needed assistance from the teacher in order to, they needed some sort of assistance, or they wasn't able to fully understand the words properly without getting help from the teacher. So this reveals that the student has some issues in this area that could be improved on. And as of for the questions that were asked, a tick was placed at the beginning of each sentence. In this case, the student got all correct, so a tick was placed at the beginning of each of the sentences, So according to the scale down here, the number of questions missed, the student got 0. So this means that the student is at an independent level and they do not have any issues regarding the comprehension questions. For the next test, for the silent reading part of this test, the student had to read this passage on their own and they were timed using a stopwatch. So the student got 74 seconds. And based on this reading rate scale provided in the scoring sheet, the student has a slow rate in terms of the reading because they got 74 seconds. And this reveals that the student is a slow reader, maybe a slow reader, and may need improvement in that area. In terms of the questions regarding the passages, the student got 2 wrong. So the X's were placed in front of the questions that the student got wrong, and well, the students got the rest correct. So that was marked with a tick. But based on the scale here, with the number of questions missed, the student got 2 questions wrong. So they are at their instructional level. So this means they are able to answer, they were able to answer 80%. They understand 80%. And they are almost about to hit their frustration level. So that is what this was interpreted to be. For the next oral test, the student read this passage and he didn't get any errors regarding this passage. So this reveals that the student is at their independent level in terms of the number of words that they got correct. So they got 0. And regarding the comprehension, the questions that they were asked, they got 1 wrong. So this can be seen by the X that was made here. And based on the scale, they are at their independent level. They are able to answer all these questions. So they do not have a problem in this area.